Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The run from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here. When you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. The tag. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Canes.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The give on the inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Complete to start this drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important, they had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, We were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they get the sack, but they knew it was a pass. You go nickel, you bring more speed on the field, more DBs, you let the pass rush eat. Everybody communicates, right? Like you understand by formation, by tendency, they're throwing the football. Nice job by the defense understanding what the offense was trying to do.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's Johnson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, forcing the 4th down.
And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back at the 20. And he goes out of bounds at the 14-yard line.
It's not always the sacks on the quarterback, right? You just want to affect him. You want to get to his legs. And if you can smash him, even better. Hit him in the face, make that ball float up in the air, creates the turnover, creates the big play, momentum shift for the defense.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just we're on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Noles are in the hurry-up. To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barber. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They'll go with a direct snap. Got the first down and more. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top. Got his man down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They need the 40 to convert here on third down. Wants to throw again. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They booted away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. There he goes. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Hurricanes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wide receiver going in motion. they'll give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, what do? You set up 4th and long, you're gonna get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Might be calling a hot route. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Fights off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to take off. And it'll be a short game. No need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
They'll send the back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. It's complete. Still on his feet at the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll give it to Johnson. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quickly complete. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. Fires on the move. It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Barber. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
One more snap coming before halftime.
Here we go.
To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half.
Makes the catch on the right side. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humble.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Rush is on him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making checks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Barber. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice game.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you throw into running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Fitted in the window for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big thing. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Got a wide open receiver. Oh, look out on the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Clemson was far from the friendly confines of Death Valley, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Hold and fired complete. Still running at the 40. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. Zings it complete to the right. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back gets the give. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage with no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the pass. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast to come away with the pick.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Reads it, fires complete. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Moving away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
change. They throw it complete to the left. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Offense changing the play. They're throwing for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
Creates a little room. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Back to pass on second down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Their pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
The Hurricanes will punt it away on fourth down. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pena. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. Fourth down by one possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Gets the back moving. He'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the catch down the right side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Canes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Looking for a crease. It's Dawkins. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got it, looking for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They go right back to him. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
All right, defense, if they score, it's a wrap. It's over. So we got to find a way. I know the clock's our enemy, but we got to find a way to get a stop, put ourselves in a position and get the ball with some clock and try to go down and make something happen offensively.
Trying to pound it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They can pick up a yard here on second down. That might put this one in the books. Trying to bully their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pena. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores, got to push the ball down the field, take more chances.
And down he goes